Welcome to the Metal Collector. This video will be my entry in Moen Rocks World Cup contest. Stay tuned. Welcome to the Metal Collector once again. This video will be a short little one, and it's an entry in Jacob from Moen Rock and his World Cup contest. To begin with, I would like to say I'm not a big sports fan. Don't know if you have noticed, but I'm not. So soccer, football, tennis, Tour de France, whatever, I don't follow it. And he has 3 questions in this contest you have to answer, and of course one of them is sports related. It's a celebration, his celebration for the World Cup. So, and I wrote that to Jacob that one of the questions is to show your sports related music in your collection. And I wrote to Jacob that I'm unfortunately not a big sports fan, and he said, you know, I would even accept Run to the Hills with Iron Maiden. And then I was thinking, okay, let's try and find something. So I've tried to find a little bit of music to answer Jacob's questions. The first question is, show some world music in your collection. And I don't have the traditional stuff I would consider to be world music, you know, some Latina dances, fever in, I don't know, and samba moves or exotic stuff. But the first band that came up to my mind that would probably go under this term within the metal universe would probably be Sepultura and Roots, this classic one. There is a lot of Indian tribe drumming and all that, Indian choirs. So this will be one of the answers for that question. This is a world music metal release. And the follow-up band for Max Cavalera, his Soulfly project, or band, if you can say it. Soulfly, the first album. And of course, Soulfly's next album, Primitive. This is actually the only 2 Soulfly albums I have in my collection. I know, you know, I remember I got a little bit tired of all this Indian groovy kind of new metal meets Indian music at a point, so I stopped collecting Soulfly after this album. I think this is a very good album, but I also remember that I got a little bit tired. You know, after Max left Sepultura, I have the Sepul Nation album, and I was not a fan. And I don't think Sepultura have ever accomplished anything just half as good as they did in the old days. I love the old Sepultura stuff. I suppose we all do in some degrees. Well, let's move on for the next question. That was the world music. The next one was, like I said, a sports-related question where you have to show some sports items in your collection of music. And I don't even owe the Queen album where We're the Champions is on, but you know, I started to just I found a couple of songs. He said Run to the Hills would be accepted. Then I was thinking Iron Maiden. I remember they did a song about hooligans or something, and that's right, Fear of the Dark. There is a song called Weekend Warrior. Where is it? There, Weekend Warrior, and that is about, as far as I know, hooligans or football fans, soccer fans. So that is a sports-related song, isn't it? I guess it is. I know a lot of people have problem with that song. I actually, when I got Fear of the Dark back in the days, I was actually pretty happy for that song. I still am. And speaking of hooligans, Kiss, Love Gone album, and they have a song called Hooligan. So that is my sports-related answer for that question. The last question was a little bit easier. It was about drinking. Show some songs, albums that are drinking related. And like Jacob said, since we are in Denmark, we're alcoholics, most of us. In some degrees, we like alcohol, and don't necessarily has to be alcohol or beers or anything. It could be coffee, water, cocktail, whatever. Coffee. Cheers. But of course, I found some songs that was about alcohol. I enjoy my beers. AC/DC, of course. The song Whiskey on the Rocks from the Ballbreaker album. And AC/DC from Back in Black. Yeah, you have a drink on me. And this is shameless self-promoting in some way. I don't play this band anymore, but I recently did a punk video, and actually the punk band I played in, I'm a drummer normally, but I also sang in this project. I don't drum on this project. I sang in this project. We had a punk band some years ago called Shitlord. We did this album, and there was a lot of songs about drinking. Let's take Drink Till I Die and Almighty Alcohol. And let's just finish off with, you said, Jacob, it could be anything you would drink. So let's end off with I Wanna Drink Your Piss. That was our hit. So 3 songs about drinking on this album. Okay, Jacob, I hope this is qualified for being an entry in your competition. It was fun to try and find something a little bit difficult with the sports related stuff, but I think I managed in some way. So check out Moen Rocks channel. Subscribe him if you don't do that already. It's a lot of great stuff going on. And yeah, that was it. I have the day off today, so I'll probably make a couple of videos more and be a little bit more active here at the Metal Collector these days. So have a nice weekend and stay tuned. And until the next video, probably coming up later this day, stay tuned and stay metal. Cheers.